Greetings, Thrive Tribe. Welcome to another video here on my YouTube page. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. And if somebody shared this video with you, tell them thank you on my behalf, because I'm grateful whenever our content spreads and reaches the right audience, the right people at the right time. My name is Krystal Tomlinson. I am a self-management strategist and a public speaking coach. So essentially, I help people to manage themselves through the Success Farm and our coaching programs, and right here on our YouTube page. But I also help persons to achieve more in their life, whether it is more work-life balance, a sense of productivity, success, and harmony, and also to speak up. As I said, I'm a public speaking coach, and I'll share some links related to the coaching programs that are available and the tools that we use in both of those spaces, whether it is the self-management and achievement space or for public speaking. Now, for this video, as the title suggests, I wanted to spend some time discussing how to create and stick to a daily productivity routine. Now, it's important for us to recognize that our thriving depends on our ability to organize ourselves. And it's that topic that hits home for so many of us, the importance of a daily productivity routine, especially for women who are mothers. Raise your hand if you are caught juggling your life, your home organization, and the life of at least one little one. So stick around, because these insights will benefit you, even if you're not a mother, but you have several obligations that you need to focus on maintaining harmony across each of those areas of your life. So why do we need a daily productivity routine, right? Some of us think that we can really wing it. Wake up in the morning, check WhatsApp, check our email, and see what people are requiring of us, and just respond to those requests. And we call that our day. Look at what meeting requests have come in, accept them, see what we have on that eternal, never-ending to-do list, and just see how many things we can check off. And many of us do just that and call it a productive day. Picture this. You're a busy mom, juggling household chores, managing work, managing your kids' schedules, and maybe even your own ambitions. A routine is what is going to act as your guiding compass. The routine is what is going to help you navigate through the chaos and find the pockets of time for yourself. It's like having a roadmap to a more balanced life, so you don't feel so out of sync, so disorganized, forgetful, and unable to do the things that you actually set out to do each day. Research in positive psychology tells us that having a routine boosts our overall well-being. And that's because it gives us a sense of control. Have you ever felt like your day is out of control? A routine helps to restore that sense of control and also reduce stress by minimizing decision fatigue and a sense that I'm missing out on something, forgetting something, doing the wrong thing right now, and maybe I should be doing something else. When you know what is on the agenda, there is less room for those "what do I do next" moments. Now, routines create a sense of achievement for us as well, right? The fact that we're achieving something also turns around and boosts our self-esteem. So building the self-esteem, the way you feel about yourself, naturally influences the sense of self-confidence and self-love that we have. And who does not need a little bit more self-confidence and self-love stepping into the world? Now, I want you to imagine a day, your day, without a routine. Sometimes it feels like a puzzle that is missing pieces. You might feel overwhelmed, like you're constantly reacting to tasks as they're coming up. Nothing seems to be closed out before something else opens up as urgent. But think of your routine as a recipe, yeah? Without a recipe, you're cooking up some kind of storm. You don't know the ingredients or the order that you need to add those ingredients to the pot. With the routine, you start to feel like a master chef in the kitchen, right? You're creating a balanced and fulfilling day, like you have a balanced and fulfilling meal. You don't want to just eat. You want to eat well. You don't want to just work. You want to work smart and productively. And it's the routine that lets you know when you're doing that, and honestly, when you're not. But let's be real, building and sticking to the routine is not a walk in the park. Now, I decided to do this video as I'm getting ready to go to the gym, because it is evidence and testimony to how developing a routine helps to create a rhythm in your day and boost your sense of clarity, confidence and self-esteem, as I said, and overall productivity, getting the things done that you plan to get done in the timeline that you said you would get it done. I'm heading to the gym on a Saturday morning. I could be sleeping in late, but I was able to go to bed early because I was organized and I had a flow for how I wanted to close out my Friday evening. So I woke up with a lot of energy, feeling rested, and because my day is organized, I know that my first appointment out of home is the gym. And I know that after my workout, I feel accomplished because I did what I set out to do. I feel like somebody who's serious about my life. And because I know I have to check in with my Thrive tribe inside my group coaching program and let them know when I've accomplished the goals that I set out to, and hear too from other members of our coaching program who's getting what done on time, I have to make sure that I'm able to report in accountability, right? All of that helps me to stay consistent, but it all starts for me, for the women that I coach, with developing a basic morning routine and then building that out into a daily routine. So I know from experience that building it and sticking to it is not a walk in the park. It's like trying to knit a sweater on a roller coaster. Things are changing, things are going up and down, and you're trying to do this kind of fine detail work to get yourself organized. There are challenges, and there are challenges unique to women. There are challenges unique to women who are moms. So the constant shifting of priorities and needs for yourself and for the other people that you are meeting those needs for can make it particularly intense. And let us be honest, mommies are the ultimate multitaskers. We're balancing work, we're balancing family or personal goals. It's like plates that don't stop spinning. And as I said, trying to knit with needles, a needle that pricks on a roller coaster ride. So sometimes just keeping everything afloat can be overwhelming, much less when you're setting up yourself for attaining a big and an audacious goal. So if we are focused on creating the right routine in the morning and throughout the day, it gives us, as I said, a sense of order and calm as we approach our day. And my group coaching program, which is called the Harvest Hub, is deliberately labeled that because creating a routine and creating the life that we want for ourselves requires deliberate cultivation, like tending a garden. Now, you can skip a day here or there with tending to the garden and it will not seem like a big deal, but doing that over time, missing the mark, 1 mark a day, 2 mark a day, 2 marks every other day, over time, the weeds are going to creep in. And when they creep in, they tend to take over very, very quickly. And then whatever it is you're planting and trying to grow, it can't bear fruit. So that workout routine that you're trying to build, because you don't have a daily routine, you don't have a morning routine to get it done, over time, the weeds of inconsistent physical activity, not drinking enough water and leaning into the sweet juices instead, not eating that balanced meal that would come from you doing the work in the gym and wanting to make sure you see the results. And so when you get in front of a plate of food, you make sure that it lines up with the hard work you did in the morning or the hard work you did last night. The absence of that routine allows the indiscipline of not showing up for the gym, not having the right kind of hydration, not having the balanced meal, not getting the rest that you need to creep in and take over and block you from reaping the fruits of a wellness and fitness routine. So it's important to pay attention every single day, treat every single day like you treat a garden, knowing that the flower has to be watered daily if it is to have what it needs to grow. One of the principles we have on the Success Farm, which is the name of my coaching company, is you reap what you sow. And so you have to sow wisely to plant the right seeds. And then you have to go ahead and give the seed what it needs. You can't know that the seed needs water and you don't give it to it. And that's what some of our goals need, a routine and a rhythm, so that we can achieve what we set out to. So one of the things I want us to admit, though, is that the challenge for creating the routine is not just that it's hard to create. There are other things that are standing in the way, and you need to know what it is so you can move it out of the way. For some of us, it's a resistance to change. We don't like changing the existing habits and establishing something new. The brain is naturally going to resist that change, and you're not in a space where change is being celebrated, where change is being encouraged, where other people are changing and struggling and getting up again so you can see the benefit, you can see the resilience and be inspired by it. You need to know that change is better, but you also have to be in a space where you're seeing other people change. They are encouraging you to change. They are inviting you into the better and helping to hold your hand as you cross over that threshold. For some of us, the problem too is that we're overcommitted. We're trying to fit too many things into the routine. So when you think about building a daily routine, you really don't feel like you have space left in the day. So it's leading you to burnout and to frustration. You're overcommitting and it's making it hard for you to sustain a routine in the long run. You create a good one, but there are too many things in the good one, and then you can't stay on top of it over time. Another challenge for you could be a lack of flexibility. So the rigidity in the routine can be discouraging. For me, I know I have to put flexibility into the times that I work out. So there are some weeks, some days, some months that I can go with a set time for my workouts. Every morning, 5 o'clock, I'm in the gym. But when my schedule changes, I'm not locked into going to the gym at 5 a.m. If I can't go at 5 a.m. on days like a Saturday morning, I'm going mid-morning or afternoon. I also have a system that allows for unexpected events when they occur, because they're going to occur, so I expect them as unexpected as they are, to find a way in my day, because I'm time blocking and because I'm allocating certain days to particular work. Even if things shift on day A or a Monday when I'm supposed to do something, I know I have another day in the week that allows me to pick up on that particular task and get it done. But that comes from organizing myself and having a routine. So there are literally time blocks in my week. I run 2 businesses, and there are days and hours in those days that are allocated to doing the work related to those businesses. So on a Monday, I'm not worried about not working on my marketing and communications company, because I know that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have time allocated. So I've given myself the flexibility and not just trying to get it done in the 9 to 5 window, right? Or not telling myself it has to happen on this day at this time, or else it can never happen. Another reason that we may be struggling to create and stick to a daily routine is a lack of motivation. So sticking to the routine requires consistent action, but you won't always have consistent motivation to take the action. And that's why I created the Harvest Hub group coaching community, because sometimes we just need the motivation from other people to get back on the horse, because we don't have that intrinsic motivation every single day. And if you're not passionate about your goals or around people who are passionate about theirs, then you can fall by the wayside in terms of your discipline, not seeing the immediate results and feeling like you're going it alone. So who cares if I miss a day? Community helps to remind you that people care. And so you can stay in the routine and in the rhythm even after a challenging day. But there's another thing that helps, that prevents us rather from sticking to the routines that we create: distractions. Modern life is literally full of distractions. The smartphone is a distraction. Social media through those smartphones is a distraction. Entertainment from Netflix and the unending platforms that you can stream and watch all your episodes and your seasons. All of these things are distractions, and they can easily derail your effort to stick to a routine. So my goal of having a standard bedtime can quickly be interrupted as soon as the newest season of Blacklist comes out. And so I have to have a routine. When do I do my binge watching? Because I'm not inflexible. I'm not trying to give myself no moments of light, joy, and frivolity. So I have to create those moments. It could be a Friday night. It could be a Saturday. Like I could dedicate a whole day to watching Law and Order Special Victims Unit on Universal, which I do on a Sunday, right? Find a way to allow the distractions to be deliberate and scheduled as you're moving through your day. And the other reason that we could be struggling with our daily routines is perfectionism. We're striving for something to be overly perfect instead of, that unrealistic goal that we have, yes, instead of looking for consistency, even if it is a little bit of consistency for the day. So through our 21-day challenge, one of the things we do is ask you to identify 5 actions that you're going to take every single day. The perfectionist thinks that they have failed if they don't get 5 out of 5 every day. The thriver, that's what we call the persons in our Harvest Hub or Thrive Tribe. The thriver knows that today, if I get 2 out of 5, I am still successful. 2 of the 5 things in my daily routine got done versus 0. 3 of the 5, 4 of the 5. And on some days when I get the perfect score of 5 out of 5, I'm really excited. But when I don't get 5 out of 5 today, I'm not discouraged and I don't give up and I don't put it down. And I don't refuse to start unless I'm sure that I'll get 5 out of 5 every single day. Some days are going to be really sucky, awful days, but I get up anyways, and I honor the routine to the best of my ability. And I'm honest and vulnerable and accountable to my group to let them know what happened. And sometimes I don't even know what happened, but I just admit that something happened and I didn't get to do what I set out to do. So don't allow any of those things to stand in the way of you accomplishing your goals, whether it is being overcommitted in the routine, committing to doing too much, being inflexible, depending on just motivation and not allowing a group or one other person to help to keep you accountable. Allowing your distractions to derail you, or setting some unrealistic perfectionist-based standards, which is really you telling yourself that I don't want to do this anyway. Because whenever we have those unrealistic standards, it is our way of telling ourselves that we don't really want to achieve this. So we set an unreachable goal. So one of the things that I do, in fact, the basis of my daily routine is actually found in my planner. If you have a planner, this is me knocking at the door and reminding you to use it, whether it is a Success Farmer's Guide or any other planner or sticky notes that you're using to lay out the plan for the day. It's important for you to be able to have a plan and a strategy somewhere that your routine rests. So you can look in there and say, okay, what's next? Okay, first thing I do in the morning is this, done. Because sometimes you're just not going to remember. Sometimes the brain is so overwhelmed and it needs that prompt and reminder. And this is my big, beautiful planner on my work desk every single day, in my car with me, in my handbag, on the plane when I'm traveling. So I remember what the routine consists of and can therefore stay consistent. So I use the planner because it helps me to create consistency. I benefit from routines because routines give me consistency. I get a sense of regularity, predictability in my day, and that reduces stress and anxiety because there's no more uncertainty about what to do next. I'm also far more efficient because when I follow a routine, I'm less likely to waste time deciding what I need to work on next. And this efficiency is going to get me into a space of high performance and productivity. And therefore, I feel a greater sense of accomplishment and readiness to work and take on the next day and the next task and the next big assignment or goal. Goal achievement is also one of the biggest benefits of having a routine. The routine keeps me focused on my goals. What am I here to do? And am I actually getting that done? Not the busy work, not the interrupt me on my journey work, but the goals that I set up to achieve every single day, every month, every quarter, every year. By allocating specific time slots inside my planner for my important tasks, it's more likely that I'm going to actually make progress on the objective. And then the other big win for me in having a daily routine is time management. The routine allows me to allocate time to the tasks that are important, not the ones that other people are asking of me to do, the ones that are actually important and urgent. And so that prevents me from having a task list that piles up and therefore becomes overwhelming. One of the things I also love is self-discipline, which for me is the highest expression of self-love. By following a routine, I have to become disciplined. And I get to contribute to my overall self-improvement and personal development through that discipline. And then finally, the thing that we as women and moms especially aspire to have is a sense of work-life balance. So a well-designed routine helps me to ensure that I allocate time not only for work, but also for relaxation, to travel, to spend time with my daughter, to spend time with my partner, to get engaged in my hobbies, to exercise, to read my WhatsApp messages, to respond to emails in a paced and non-frantic way. So if you're sitting down and wondering, do I really need a routine? Is it something that is essential, or can I just jump into my day and get things done? This is your prompt and your reminder. Yes, you absolutely need a daily routine. Everything in psychology tells us that this is the way for us to feel more organized, to feel more confident, and to actually be, not just feel, be more productive. Your daily productivity routine is like a superhero cape. It empowers you to take charge, to find balance, and to nurture your well-being. If that sounds like something you want to do, just hit the link in my bio. Get a copy of the Success Farmer's Guide. No matter what point in the year you're seeing this, it's not too late to develop that daily routine and start accomplishing the things that you set out to accomplish. Get your planner, lay out your daily routine in this planner, and stay accountable, either by checking in daily on your goals or joining our Harvest Hub, which is a group program only for women. So if you're not a woman, you can't join. But if you are a woman looking to create balance, trying to find your superhero cape so you can take charge of your day and your tasks, find the balance and the harmony that you need in your life, and nurture your well-being in a deliberate way, register now for our Harvest Hub group coaching program. Join our Thrive Tribe. Become a thriver, because we're not just in this life to jump and bounce from one task to the next. It's about being purposeful with how we work and actually achieving our goals each day, each year, throughout our lives. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If this video resonated with you, like it or drop a comment and let me know. And if there's somebody who you recently overheard talking about being overwhelmed, feeling disorganized, feeling like they're not making any progress on their goals, need some inspiration and some encouragement, share this link with them now and make sure that they see it. To encourage them to create that daily routine and also introduce them to assisting through our Success Farmers Guide to be able to create that daily routine. See you soon for our next video. And of course, you can let me know what other productivity issues you struggle with in the comments below. And I'll share with you the tools that I'm using or the tools that are science-backed that maybe I need to start using to achieve some of those productivity goals with you. Until we see each other again, continue to thrive. Winning is built into your DNA. So don't settle for the little. Plant the seeds that you want, show up with discipline to water those seeds, and let's flourish. See you soon, Thrive Up.